Good, good morning, good evening to everyone all around the world. Welcome back to another Meditation Monday. Hopefully, everyone's week and weekend was happy and peaceful. And if you need to recharge some peacefulness, some happiness, hopefully tonight we can help each other to make sure that our happiness is even more and we feel more recharged, more peaceful for the rest of the Monday and rest of the week. I just saw some of us joined the full moon meditation yesterday, correct? Anyone here was able to join? If you can type. If not, that's okay. Yesterday was the full moon meditation, right? Many places had it, especially with Lumpy Monk John yesterday. Hopefully everyone had a chance to join and meditate on the full moon. It's a very auspicious time to meditate, and I recommend you to try to join whenever there's a full moon to come and meditate because it's it's the brightest night of the month, right? So it's uh, a, a symbol, kind of, not just a symbol, but there's also an energy that's positive on that day. Just like the light of the moon is shining the darkness at night, when our mind is full and peaceful, we can also get that brightness and get that clarity of mind. And the energy on that night is wonderful. Also, even though it's past the full moon, today is the day after. The it's still in the period of where the time and the energy is still positive. So, Lumpal would say that after the full moon day on a holy Buddhist day, uh, the the energy or the positivity, it lasts 7 days. So we're still in that time frame of where we can receive that positivity from uh, yesterday and also today as we continue to meditate and still our mind. That's the most important thing, the key thing. The environment around us, yes, it can have an impact on your meditation, but also the main thing is yourself. Even if the environment is good, or even if the environment is not as we would wish, if we can relax our mind and do like we've been talking about last week, if you can clear your mind, still your mind, any situation that you're in, it will be successful and easy and smooth. So our mind is the key in any situation to make sure to make a bad situation better and to make a good situation even better. Anyway, today I wanted to talk about, in a few days there will be the 22nd, right? Our meditation master in our temple, Lumpal Tamachio's birthday is on the 22nd, and also I see on Mind Stories we will have a special event on the 22nd. So I would like to cheer and invite everyone to please go join that session too on the 22nd, where the theme is one mind, one world, and we can understand that phrase more deeply when we come and meditate together to understand that Earth Day, on that day is Earth Day, right? And actually true change for the earth, it begins with each and every one of us putting in the effort to cultivate our minds first. Because if you take a moment to think about it, if you want to change the earth, whether it's the environment or change the situations around the world that we have seen in the news and the chaos happening so far, it's very hard to get rid of all those problems when people's minds are still influenced by greed, anger, and delusion. This is the main source of all of our problems, not just our problems, but the world's problems. Because when people are influenced by greed, anger, and delusion, it's very hard to care about the environment. It's very hard to care about the people around you because you have other motives in your mind. So this is the thing, that why is one world one mind or one mind, one world important. On the 22nd, we'll find out more, hopefully, with Monk John. And also today, I wanted to talk a little bit about it, but not too deep. But I like to use this quote a lot because I think it applies a lot to our life. It means a better you creates a better world. And sometimes we don't realize the power we have or the influence we have on the people around us and also the world. We just think we're just, one person. What can we do to make this place, the environment around us better, or the world around us better? But actually, we have a big impact. Everyone has a sphere of influence. If we think about it, in Buddhism, we call it the 6 directions. So, for example, there's your parents, right? There's your boss at work. There's your coworkers that you associates, your friends, your spiritual teachers, if you sit down and think about it, there's a lot of people that you meet throughout your day that you have to deal with daily. So actually, we have a big influence on many people's lives. So if we make ourselves better, that's going to create a better world. And the way to make yourself better is to love yourself first, and the rest will follow. Meaning that we take the time to love yourself and look after your mind. Take the time to look after your mind to make sure that we can have our positivity still around. So if you remember our homework, right? Our homework in the past is to practice to smile, right? To smile to yourself and also to the people around you. It's a good homework to practice, and I hope everyone's still doing it, because like this graph, it helps to check how you're feeling, check your positivity. If you can't smile to yourself, you can't smile to anyone, you're probably low battery. Your peace, your happiness is low. And if you're low, how can you give something, right? If your glass is empty, how can you pour to someone else? So we have to make sure that our glass is full. Make sure our mind is like the full moon last night, is full with brightness, full with happiness. That's the only way you're going to be able to give it out. You can also give it out without that source, but eventually you're going to run out, and it's not going to be true peacefulness or true happiness, right? It's fake. But if you have it, it's not a fake smile, it's a true smile, and you can spread it, and it's not just smiling, but through that positivity of mind, what you say, what you do, it's all going to go in that direction. And that's why if we take the time to love yourself, to look after yourself first, to make sure that your mind is full and charged and happy, this is very important. So please practice that homework to check yourself. We don't have like our phone, right? If it's 5% battery, we get a warning right away. 5% battery, go charge. And we all run to find a charger or find a power bank or something to make sure that our phone doesn't go off. But you should treat your mind the same way, your happiness the same way. Oh no, we don't have a warning in our popping up, but you should practice to feel yourself that, okay, I feel like my battery is low, my happiness is low. So try to go recharge as soon as possible. Go find a quiet place, meditate for a moment. Or even though it's not a quiet place, you can close your eyes. And in the past, like sitting on the subway or sitting on the bus or waiting for a doctor's appointment, waiting for class to start, there's a lot of time where we can close and recharge our mind. It's just up to us. Are we going to use that time? Or in those times, are we looking at our phone instead, or are we doing something else instead? If you think about it, we have time to take a mindful moment, take a moment to center yourself, relax yourself. And every time you do that, it's a small charge or a quick charge. And you're not going to be like the sad battery where you're out of energy and you can't do anything, and if you allow yourself to be that way, it's going to impact everything you love anyway, you know? So if you think about it, keeping yourself charged is going to make, and loving yourself is going to make everything you love and care about also be good. So whether it's your work, your school work, the people your relationships, it's all going to be impacted. So if you're low battery and you're doing things, working and feeling stressed, everything is also, it's like we're working, but not as efficient. Or if it's a relationship, we're going through it, but it's not as smooth as it should be, right? So we have to make sure that we love ourselves, take our time to meditate and maintain your happiness. And by doing that, we can be like, by doing that, we can be like the sun. I like the sun a lot as an example because it's a great example that we can all apply to our life. If you think about it, the sun continues to shine no matter the situation, right? And it spreads that brightness to our planet and to the whole universe. And it does it every single day. So we have to make sure that we can find our own inner sun and maintain it. Just like the sun, even though there's obstacles, even though there's darkness, moments of darkness, like when there's a storm or clouds, it may cover the sun for a moment, but actually the sun's still shining. And when the time is right, the storm will pass and the sun is still there. The sun is still shining. Or we think about it, when the sun is in space, it's surrounded by darkness, but it's still shining. And even though it's surrounded by darkness, instead of that darkness overcoming the sun, the brightness of the sun overcomes the darkness. And not only that, it spreads it to our planet and gives our planet life, growth, warmth. So we need to be just like the sun. No matter the situation, no matter the obstacles, keep your brightness, keep yourself shining by meditation. If you do that, you're going to be just like the sun. You're going to be able to spread your warmth, your brightness to yourself first, and also to the people around you, helping the people around you feel that warmth. And also they're going to grow with you, and the things you love, the people you love are going to also benefit from your brightness, just like the sun gives life and growth and warmth to the earth. So think of it this way. If you have your own inner sun, your inner peace within you, your brightness is going to shine out to many people. And the same thing is true on the opposite. If your sun goes out, you lose your smile, you lose your brightness, the people around you are also going to be in darkness. And they're not going to be happy as well. Because if you're not in a good mood, think about it, right? When you're in a bad mood, you're angry or you're stressed, how do you talk to your parents? How do you talk to your friends? How do you act around people? It's all not as pleasant as we should be. So this is why it's important to maintain your brightness, maintain your inner happiness, so that we can spread it to everyone, most importantly to yourself. So I'll talk, just a tip for us going forward in the week is to make sure that we can find our inner smile and keep our inner sun lit, or to relight your inner sun before you do anything. So find your inner smile, relight your inner sun before you do anything. So make this a habit in your life For those of us who are still, I'm sure many of us in Mind Stories already do that, but just for anyone listening in the future or watching, first time watching, this is a tip that you need to give it a try for yourself to make your, not only your life, but the life of people around you even better. Sometimes people ask me like, how can I motivate myself to meditate? Sometimes it feels boring or I don't have the motivation to start. You can think of it this way, that if you better yourself, you're gonna better everything around you too. So if you love the people around you, you love the things you do, and you want those things to benefit and get better, we have to develop ourselves. And it's like a 2-in-1 thing. If you develop yourself, it's actually more than 2-in-1. If you develop yourself, you help so many people around you as well, because your mind is the element of success. If you maintain it to be clear and bright, maintain it to be clean of greed, anger, and delusion as best as you can and as often as you can, it's gonna make everything else get better, for sure, 100%. So before you do anything, find your inner smile by closing your eyes and just relax your body, relax your mind, and you're gonna be able to relight that inner sun within you. Sometimes it goes out, that's fine. I know, everyone, myself included, sometimes it goes out. But when it does, we can, now that we know how to meditate, just use meditation as something to help you more often, make it part of your life more often, and it's gonna benefit you so much. And if you want to start by, before you do anything, is make it a habit to meditate the first thing you do when you wake up. Make it a habit. Before you rush out of bed, after you turn off the alarm clock, instead of rushing to get into the shower or to brush our teeth or wash our face, take a moment to wash your mind. Take a moment to clean your mind first, reset your mind first, center yourself first. Take a moment to start your day with a smile from within. And then you're going to be able to, when you go and brush your teeth or wash your face, you're going to be able to look in the mirror and be happy with what you see, instead of going to the mirror and being tired and, oh, not another day, or something like that. So when you wake up, make it a habit to meditate first. And before you go to sleep, just slowly take this tip before you do anything. So ideally, you can meditate all the time, but for now, start it from the morning and at nighttime, before you go to sleep and when you wake up. And just remember that whenever you find that you can't smile or you don't feel that brightness inside, that's a good indicator that you need to close your eyes. Give yourself a break. Give yourself some time to recharge, because your battery is low, and we all know what happens if we continue to work with low battery. And if it's actually a technology, when the battery runs out, everything crashes, and everything we have, if we didn't save it, disappears, right? So don't let your mind crash. Don't let your peacefulness crash. And then it's gonna, if that happens, it's gonna not only make you feel bad, but it's gonna make everything around you go in a negative direction too. So let's take the time to meditate, and so we can recharge ourselves and to find our happiness, to find, even though many of us feel happy now, we can find even more happiness. And for those of us who feel like we need some more happiness, we are in the right place, because the door of happiness opens from within. All we have to do right now is to close your eyes, relax your body and your mind, and that door is going to open. And inside us is a happiness that many of us are beginning to get a glimpse of. And then hopefully, if you haven't experienced that happiness yet, we can help each other to find it in just a moment. Before we before we start, I just want to remind everyone that to take it easy, take it slow, and then try to feel the balance between being conscious but with comfort. This is the key thing when you meditate. For anyone who is new, and just a reminder for everyone who's been joining all the time, is these two words or these two feelings is the key. You have to feel conscious but also have comfort, or to feel mindful and relaxed together. Or you can use whatever word you like, whether it's be aware and relaxed together, they're all the same. So take it easy, take it slow. Think of it like the picture. If you want to balance something, you can't rush, right? If you want to balance those rocks, if you rush and you don't take it easy, you don't take it slow, it's gonna be very difficult to balance those rocks in the picture. The same thing is with our mind. We have to be gentle, we have to be soft, and the balance that you feel between being conscious and having comfort, it doesn't come from, it's not, the balance isn't something we find. The balance is something that we create for ourselves and feel for ourselves. So it's not like, where is the balance? Well, let me look for it. We have to feel it and create it within, and then we're gonna feel that balance for ourselves. So let's take the time to meditate together and find our inner happiness and find our inner smile and make sure that we are full with brightness. So like always, before we start, I would like to invite everyone to take some time to adjust your body first. Okay. We just listened to a lot of information, so maybe we feel we are not as relaxed. So take a moment to stretch. Yeah, I see 10 stretching, Janet. Okay, so yes, feel free, and we'll start the meditation together in just a moment. So like always, let's take the time to allow ourselves to find a comfortable position. No need to rush. Take it easy. Take it slow. Because the foundation of a good meditation is about relaxing. So actually, our meditation has already started as we take the time to make sure that we start correctly. If we start correctly, the rest of our meditation will be smooth and easy. So once we found a comfortable position, whether we're sitting on the floor, in a chair, wherever it may be, we can slowly and gently, naturally close our eyes. This is a time for us to rest our body and truly rest our mind. Or as our great master, Lom Pa, would say, it's a time for noble resting, where we rest and relax with both being mindful but also being relaxed. So once we've closed our eyes, we no longer need to use them anymore. We can simply forget about them, because for the rest of the meditation, we need to use our feeling as our guide, because our feeling will be our inner eyes, allowing us to see and experience a happiness within us that we've never felt before. But this happiness within us, we can reach it by simply relaxing our body and calming our mind. So let's take the time to make sure that every single part, every single muscle is relaxed and released. Checking our eyes, making sure they're not squeezed. Relaxing our eyebrows, releasing our shoulders. Taking a deep breath all the way in. And exhaling slowly. Allowing a wave of relaxation to flow down, entering our body, filling every corner of our body with relaxation, with calm, as we exhale, allowing all the stress, all the hidden tension to melt away. Leaving only the feeling of relaxation as we feel relaxation within us, almost as if the relaxation is also around us. As we feel relaxed within and also around us. If we continue to relax our body, we may notice that our body is slowly, gently melting away. Almost like we're in a cloud of relaxation. or that we're surrounded like a blanket, where we feel comfortable, relaxed. As we put a small, relaxing smile on our face, as if we're welcoming and embracing the relaxation we feel. Once our body is relaxed, our mind will become more calm, easier, and quicker. For many of us, we may already feel that our mind is becoming more calm. All we need to do now is to continue to adjust our mind, helping our mind to relax and calm down even more. A mind that can be calm and relaxed is a mind that is in the present. So allow yourself to come back to the present. Our mind, when it's in the past, is filled with worry, when our mind is in the future, our mind is expecting, wanting, and also worrying. Right now, let's put everything aside. Give yourself the time right now to come back to the present. Allow yourself to stay with the present moment so we can open the gift of relaxation, of happiness that's within us right now, just waiting for us to truly relax our body, to truly calm our mind. We can do that by simply using whatever method that is easy for us, relaxing for you. We can place our mind softly and gently, resting our mind at the center, or wherever we feel comfortable. As we use a method that helps us to stay conscious, but also calm. Whether it's to say the mantra in your mind softly and gently, repeating Samma Aram, Samma Aram, Samma Aram, which is an ancient, powerful mantra from the great meditation master, Luang Pu, Wat Bak Nam. Every time we repeat this mantra in our mind, our mind becomes more clear, more bright, more free from any distractions or negativity. Because the word Samma means purity. Araham means freedom. So every time we say the mantra, our mind is becoming more pure, more free. Or some of us may enjoy to imagine or visualize an image within us. Imagining the full moon, the sun, or whatever image is pure and positive for us. Imagining it wherever we feel comfortable. We can imagine it however we like, wherever we like, as long as we feel relaxed and comfortable. Or you can simply just relax and feel the balance. Feel the point where we feel conscious with comfort. Just relaxing and letting go. If we feel this way, or we find ourselves at this point, the mantra will disappear on its own. The visualization will also disappear. And you will feel for yourself that you just want to stay still and relax. Once we get to that point, just follow your feeling. Follow the relaxation. As long as we feel that our mind and our body are both relaxed, we have the key to success already. And we will understand the phrase, the door of happiness opens from within. The moment we closed our eyes, the moment we relax our body and calm our mind, the door of happiness within us is opening. All we need to do is to observe neutrally, keeping our mind in the present, calmly, contently. Whatever we feel, whatever we see, whatever we experience, it's all happening because our mind is becoming more still. And when our mind becomes more still, it will stop. When our mind stops, the inner happiness within will begin. As long as we keep it easy, starting from where we feel at ease, as long as our meditation feels easy and simple, it's going to feel more relaxing. And through that relaxation, we will unlock more and more happiness. So just remember, as long as we feel calm and relaxed, both physically and mentally, or even if we just feel neutral, every second, every moment that we feel this way, our mind is becoming more clear, more bright, more refined. We have everything we need. As that feeling grows on its own naturally, when the time is right, our mind will become just like the full moon, shining bright from within. As the darkness of our mind, the clouds of our mind will begin to disappear. So let us just enjoy the relaxation we feel. Allow it to be your guide. As we enjoy the meditation together in silence. remember to take a moment to check, to make sure that we still feel in balance, where we feel conscious and calm, aware and relaxed. Because as long as we feel these two things together, our mind will become more still, more stable. This foundation of relaxation and calm will be the foundation to receive more and more happiness and even more profound sensations and experiences that are waiting for us. The inner happiness and all the inner experiences are already inside of us, waiting. As long as we stay relaxed and calm consistently, continuously, contently. But at any moment where we feel the balance is off, please take the time to adjust. If you feel physically uncomfortable or mentally we're wandering, we may feel sleepy. Take a moment to adjust yourself so we can find the balance again. Because even though the happiness is within us, we need to have the balance between being aware and relaxed. That's the key. So let's continue to relax together. Allowing our mind to become more calm, more still. is more calm, more relaxed. Now that our mind is full of more positivity, we may feel that we have found our inner smile, our true smile, shining from within like the full moon, like the sun. As we create this source of happiness, of purity within us, this happiness, this purity within us will automatically shine onto our face, creating a true smile, a smile filled with content, with happiness. We should continue to spread this positivity, to spread our brightness. The energy of a pure and calm mind is an energy that can be touched, be felt, no matter the distance, whether we're separated by oceans, by mountains, we can send this purity, this positivity to everyone, to everything. Just like the full moon, just like the sun. Helping to make the night and the day brighter for everyone, for everything, all over the world. Now that our mind is clear and bright, take a moment to spread our love and kindness, our good intentions, wishing for everyone, including yourself, to be healthy, to be happy, to be able to connect to their source of happiness by meditating, so take a moment to spread this positivity. Allow it to shine out from you. As we continue to calm our mind and relax our body for a moment. Sapphe Buddha Palapata Pache Kanang Jayang Palang Arantanante Shirakang Bantami Sapaso Sapaputtha Nupavena Sapadhamma Nupavena Sapasangha Nupavena Satasoti Bhavantu Te. By the power of the positivity generated within us from our meditation, may this positivity bless our life, guide our life to become a better version of yourself, because a better you means a better world. And when we are ready, and only when you are ready, you may softly and gently open your eyes, opening your eyes to a more calm, more relaxed, and more beautiful world. Okay, welcome back everyone. As we're waiting for everyone to come back from their journey inside, let's take a moment to take a photo together. Hopefully you found your smile and were able to relight your inner sun. And let's take a moment to share that smile to our friends on Mind Stories and everyone around the world.
So I'd like to invite everyone to turn on their cameras if it's not already on, and look at the camera and smile so we can see your lovely faces. You ready? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I think that should be okay.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. So now I'd like to invite Monk Daniel to carry on with the Q&A session.
Okay. Before we continue, I would like to ask everyone, how do you feel after the meditation? Give yourself a time to check yourself from the beginning, right? In the beginning, we felt like this, maybe we weren't full, but hopefully right now, all of us feel a bit more full of peace. So please share with everyone in the chat. How do you feel from 1 to 5? And please share into the chat. Even if you feel 3, that's very good. As long as you feel neutral and above, it's a very good start as we are going on the right path in meditation. So don't worry if you only feel 3, or even if you feel lower than that, you're still going on the right direction. So I see a lot of 4s and 3s and some 5s. Very good. Very good. I'm glad that everyone was able to get on the scale, feel up some happiness, or even just a moment of stillness and neutrality is great. It's a very good start. As long as you feel neutral, it's the building block and starting point that will create even more relaxation, as long as we just go to that feeling often. And if everyone could also share, would like to share in more detail how you felt, if you want to write it out, so we can help each other to check. And if for myself, I can see and give you any tips on your meditation and where you're going and how you're going. And see some comments. Or if you have any other questions, please feel free to also send in chat. From Marky Mark, it's good to see you again, Marky Mark. I think you disappeared for a little bit. It's good to see you come back. Lovely meditation again, but I have to leave. Oh, okay. So he's gone. But okay, at least he was here for the meditation. From Fa, it's been a 3, but towards the end it was a 5. Wow. Very good. Like I said, even if you feel a 3, the key thing is if you feel neutral, the only thing we need to stay is content. If we can maintain our contentment with that feeling of neutrality, it's gonna become a 5, like you. The thing is, some people, myself included, because we've meditated so many times, some sessions we feel like 5, sometimes we feel like 55 or even more than 5, and we feel so great. And then when we have a neutral session, sometimes we like to compare and we feel like not as content. I don't know if that's what you felt, but just a tip for everyone, because I know we can encounter this, is when, even if you feel neutral, just try to be content. The way that you can be content is just to stay present. Stay present with the mantra or the feeling. And the moment you find yourself comparing, it means our mind is in the future, right? Or in the past, sorry. If you're comparing, it's in the past. And if you're expecting, it's in the future. So that means our mind isn't in the present and the contentment is going to be gone. So this is just a tip for anyone, that if you feel that you're staying neutral for a long time, like a really long time in your session, sometimes it's just missing some contentment, where we can it's all about perspective and mindset, being happy with what you have and not worrying about what's missing. So that's something that we have to kind of adjust mentally, where, okay, maybe I don't feel as relaxed as the last session, but right now I feel neutral. That's okay. It's kind of like a mental talk to yourself. So you can come back to the present. And I also do that when I meditate. Sometimes that's kind of the funny obstacle that we encounter in meditation, where we meditate so often it kind of becomes an obstacle if we're not careful. So just a tip. But I'm glad that you were able to get to the 5. So I'm sure there was some kind of unlock there where you can stay relaxed neutrally correctly, and it got to the 5. So very good. Thank you for sharing. And from Janet, today, in and out of sleep, but towards the end I got a 3. Wow. Very good. It's okay if you feel sleepy or have sleepiness in your meditation. So as long as you can get out of it, like you said, there's in and out, so it didn't take you over completely, right? So that's great. You're getting better. And maybe in the past, the sleepiness, it's not in and out, it's just in and out, and then out for a long time until the end. So this time you were in and out, which is a good step in the right direction. And I mean, especially for us, we have busy schedule, we work a lot, it depends on your day. So don't be annoyed or whatever. At least you were able to get some sleep, some rest physically, and also mentally. So that's a good meditation. Feel elevated and relaxed and happy. Thank you. Very good. As long as the key thing here is relaxed and happy, and the elevated part and the relaxation part is you're gonna get even more and more elevated as long as you stay relaxed and happy. From Dan, okay. My physical body had been adjusted all the time during the session. I felt relaxed and neutral, though I have physical discomfort, but the mind was within all the time, recollecting the merits, and shared it to myself many times for my pain. then shared it to all living beings and shared it to all particles in the world. Later, the mind expanded more beyond that, so I kept sharing my merit, don't know infinity. After meditation, I felt the love and kindness, purity of the Buddha, till I felt piti and I teared a little bit. Very good. Piti in Thai is like blissfulness, right, in English. So, very good. I like that. This is a good example for many people. If you have physical pain, you can do just like Tan, meaning that if you can relax correctly mentally, it can help to get rid of the pain, where we can kind of let it go. But initially, when we start the meditation, we try to get as comfortable as possible. If you have, depending on how severe the injury is or how much pain we have. I remember for myself, I had to get knee surgery before, and after the surgery, I couldn't meditate obviously in the sitting position because I just got knee surgery. So when I sat to meditate, I had to get a pillow, I had to get in a chair and get as comfortable as possible. And even though the pain is still a little bit there, it's not enough to distract me from placing my mind in a comfortable position. So it's kind of like separating body and mind a little bit. And by doing that, like what Tan said, she focused on the good deeds she's done. She focused on, sharing the good deeds. So when you do that, your focus of your mind, the good thing about our mind is it can only focus on one thing. So it's either focusing on the pain, or in this case, it's focusing on the good deeds that she did. So she thought about the good deeds. And that's a good method to use. And if you want to try that, is if you feel that way, you think of the good deeds and the purity of the good deeds. In Buddhist philosophy, or from our teachers, they always mention that if you think of goodness, it attracts goodness. So whether you did it in the past, you did it in past lifetimes, or whatever it may be, or even in this life, that when you think of something good, it attracts the good in the past. And that positivity and that good energy can help to heal you as well, and also make your life better in general. So that's something. But also just a more, not as refined, but just in a practical sense, when you think of something positive, you take the focus off of the negative, of the pain. So that's why you were able to get rid of that pain. And for anyone who feels a little bit of pain, ideally if you feel pain when you meditate and it's like super distracting or making you not in this case, but if you feel super distracted and you can't let go of the pain, I would recommend you to adjust, to just get up and go adjust first. But in this case, she did it and it helped her to change the focus, which is really good. And I did the same thing when I had a physical pain from surgery. I tried to get myself as comfortable as possible, and then I would also recall my good deeds, or sometimes I would have to you need to use something so your mind can, it's a race between getting the pain and the comfort. So if your mind can get to the point of relaxation and deeply, it's almost like you escape from that physical pain. Kun Yai, our master nun, our great teacher, she meditated into her 70s, into her 90s, like as a very old lady, but she can sit longer than many young people because she can let go of her body. And that's by finding that point of where you can feel relaxed, whether you can use the mantra, use the visualization to help your mind get off of that, to let go of your body quicker. So I'm glad that this is other technique too that you can also use by thinking of the good deeds, thinking of the merit that you did. So thank you so much, Tan, for sharing, and hopefully everyone can give it a try too in the future. I think a couple of us have some physical pain when we meditate from past injuries. I see, like, for example, I think Esther is in here as well. She also has, and anyone here, I'm sure we all have some pain sometimes when we meditate. Hopefully no one gets injured and we don't have to deal with this though in the future. From Vanessa, hello, dear Monk Daniel, Jesse, and everyone at Mind Stories. Thank you for the lovely session. I feel better despite really loud party next door. So metta for them was really hard, but at some point I became neutral. Very good. That means you were able to let go. With the Saturday meditation, I feel this is finally the right routine for me. Less than 3 meditations per week with you isn't enough. This is really the bare minimum. Plus non-live meditation aren't the same, even though it helps too. And as usual, I get my best ideas mid-meditation, eureka moments. Okay, very good, Vanessa. I'm very happy that even though the outside environment could be distracting, you're able to let go of it and keep your mind inside. So that means you're getting very good at meditation, because inner peace means that it doesn't mean that everything around you is peaceful, but inside is peaceful. So we can't always control the people and the environment, but we can control our reaction to it. So I'm glad that you were able to stay neutral and also connect to your peacefulness inside, even though you may be distracted. And also you need more sessions with that. I guess that's something the Mind Stories team can talk about in the future. But for now, I'm glad this week you were able to get 3 live sessions, and that can help you. And as for the best ideas mid-meditation, yeah, this is very common because I like the saying that in the silence there's answers, and it's very true, especially when you meditate. And that's why Paul says that if I can find it, he said that once the mind is still, wisdom and solutions, a solution is found, right? So this is very true. When your mind becomes still, myself included, sometimes, even though I don't want that thought, but it's actually a good thought too. Or it helps you with our job or with our life. Or that's why he also says, and Kunyai also says, when you can't think it out, get out of thinking. So that means we have to stop our mind, still our mind, so that answer or that aha moment is going to come out for you, whether it's during the meditation or even after. So it's great. Even though you have an aha moment, and then just continue to meditate after that if you can. Or if you're afraid that you're gonna forget it, you can keep a journal next to you and write it down, and then close the journal and continue to meditate. And you may have even more aha moments that can help you to have more and more peaceful solutions and solutions from within us. So thank you for joining, Vanessa, and hopefully we'll see about what we can do about the bare minimum. From Yo, I had a peaceful meditation and relaxed meditation after a tiring day, but stopped 10 minutes earlier as I need to go to the toilet. Okay, no problem. As long as you can get recharged from the meditation, and if you have to go to the bathroom or you have to go, please go. It's okay. And just like physical discomfort, any discomfort, if you have to adjust, it's okay. As long as you adjust and come back, and you'll come back with more relaxation too. So it's great. Thank you for sharing. Jordan, thank you a lot, Monk Daniel. So peaceful and relaxing, comforting, and energetic meditation. Thanks, Mind Stories team. Yes, as long as we have that relaxation and comfort, we're going to feel energy in our mind. Whether we feel it or not, it's getting charged. It's getting charged. Even if you feel neutral, it's getting charged. So please continue to join us and keep your mind charged. From Hazel, at the beginning, I was thinking of all my problems and work, but in the middle, my mind floated back to my memories of a lovely vacation on Sipandan Island. Okay. Good. At least you were able to let go of the problems of work. And then sometimes a technique to adjust the mind is something like this, is you can think of your vacation, or think of nature, or you imagine that you're sitting in nature, or you imagine that you're at your vacation, just to take your mind off of the wandering or the worry or whatever it may be. But after that, after you feel more relaxed, after you think of the nature, after you think of the vacation and you feel more relaxed, we also have to let go of that thought. Does that make sense? So we use that thought to relax us, and then eventually we also have to let go of that thought too. So just a tip, so you can get more still after, and get more calm and unlock even more happiness. So maybe you can give it a try, Izzle, in the future. Thank you for sharing. Today I yawn most of the time, but I felt so good. So I guess I am in the category of 4. Does that mean that I'm meditating correctly? Yes, as long as you feel for your, like, I wanted to measure for yourself how you feel happiness, your relaxation. So if you feel that it's a 4, it's a 4. If you feel it's a 5, it's a 5. If you feel it's 3, it's a 3. It's not, trust in yourself, trust in how you feel, and listen to yourself, because that's what's going to be your main guide in meditation. The teaching monks, myself, and everyone, we can give you some advice, but the best tutor or the best teacher is yourself, where you can, Paul would say, like, listen to your body. Your body will tell you if you're practicing wrong. Like, for example, if you're focusing, like you're visualizing the object and you're using a lot of effort, you're gonna have tension here. Your eyebrows are gonna squeeze together. You're gonna start to get lines. You're gonna feel the tension in your face automatically. Or sometimes you may feel tension in your shoulders, in your hips, or even, I remember before when I sat to meditate, sometimes I didn't take time to adjust my body and I just dived in. And I thought I was relaxed, but when I came and looked at my body again, my arms were tense. Like I was subconsciously flexing without even knowing it. So it's because I had some tension in my arms, and I had to relax my shoulders and my arms again. So take the time to adjust your body, and also take the time to listen to your body, because a lot of times it's going to give you a hint that you're practicing correctly or incorrectly. And also mentally, listen to how you feel mentally, because if it's wrong, you're not going to feel relaxed. It's not going to feel easy. It's not going to feel simple. And you're going to feel like, instead of expanding and feel like free, it's going to feel the opposite. It's like, it's going to feel tighter. It's going to feel like the world is closing in on you, and you're going to feel tension mentally. So just listen to yourself, both physically and mentally, as a guide. But in this case, you're meditating correctly. So thank you for sharing. From Pam, my full moon session was very good. I felt blissful and pure, and also got brightness. Body straight up automatically, brightness stay inside most of the time for the whole session, which is different from previously, which I got brightness sometimes. I felt not comfortable. When I open my eyes, it's darker than I close my eyes. Wow. Then I continued 2 sessions with the temple and also got brightness. Felt there was a magnet, make me want to meditate for the whole day. Today, very enjoy, even though I didn't see anything. Thank you so much for Sorry for the long comment. It's okay. Thank you for sharing. I think this is a great example that whether you see brightness or you don't see it, as long as you feel like you want to continue to meditate and you enjoy the meditation, this is the foundation to that experience as well. Like I said in the past, or even during the meditation, that the happiness within us and also the inner brightness, the inner experiences, it's a room that's already inside of you. And all we have to do is to find the door. And the door is just to relax our body, our mind, and that door is going to open automatically. And we're going to enter the room automatically as long as we relax our body, relax our mind. But once we're in that room, we just need to continue to relax. And as we continue to relax, we're going to be able to find the switch in that room that's going to turn on the light. And we're going to see everything that's in the room, whether it's this or that. All those things have always been in the room. It's just we haven't been able to see it yet. But as we relax and we maintain our meditation, we're going to be able to see and discover that inner room and the things that are in that room more and more, as you mentioned. So I'm glad that you were able to find that brightness, even though some sessions this session you weren't able to. That's okay. At least we're in the room, and as long as we continue to relax, we're going to be able to connect to that brightness again. So thank you so much, Pam, and please continue when you get that feeling where you want to meditate for the whole day, and it's like a magnet, or like it's like a fire that's lit. So I recommend when you get that feeling to meditate as much as you can, because it's not often we get that kind of energy. So please try to follow that energy and see where it's going to take you. From Esther, yes, pain sometimes when I meditate. When needed, I adjust the body, spread love and kindness to the injury, and then meditate till I reach a point that the pain is gone. Sadhu, sadhu. Yeah, exactly. If you can, sometimes spreading love and kindness is very good, because karmatically speaking, our pain, whether it's sickness or injuries or any physical thing like that, usually it comes from our karma from in the past, where we hurt someone, killed something, so it causes us physical pain now. So the way that we can deal with it is like similar as this. We spread our love and kindness, and we spread our if you think of your good deeds that you've done, and you can share that good deed, it's almost like a transfer. If you think about it like as money, like you bank you owe them some money, so you need to send it to them so they can pay off the debt. The same thing is true with the energy. It's like you can send that energy to pay back the debt that you hurt them, and it can also help. But also just practically, when you think or you spread love and kindness, it takes your mind off of the pain, like I said. So it helps you to focus on something that's more positive, and the pain's gonna go away. From Lee Chu, I agree. I can also meditate better in live sessions. Okay. Yeah. For now, we only have 2 sessions and also the reruns, but we'll try our best. At least it'll make us more, make it part of your schedule for every Monday, every Thursday to come and not miss out. But I think we're just about out of time, and I would like to invite everyone. As a lot of people mentioned, they meditate better on live sessions. So hopefully you can join us on Thursday and also on the 22nd for the live events, the live meditations, and also every Monday, every Thursday in the future. And hope to see everyone next Monday and every session in the future. And then please continue to keep your mind charged, keep your inner smile, inner brightness fully charged at all times. And see you next Monday.
Thank you, Monk Daniel, for the wonderful session today. I hope that the feelings of calmness and happiness for everyone will last until after we leave the session today. Before we go, Monk Daniel, would you like to give a blessing first?
Okay, so I would like to bless everyone by recalling all the positivity that we have done, all the positivity that you have done in the past, the positivity generated from this meditation. May all that positivity from the past to the present gather within you to be a full moon, a full sun of peace, of positivity within you. May this energy bless you and your family to be healthy, to be fortunate and successful, most importantly, to be happy in everything you do. May all negativity in your life, all darkness, all obstacles be overcome by this brightness within you. May you be able to still your mind and attain the inner peace, attain the true refuge within you quickly and easily and very soon. Sadhu.
Thank you for the blessing, Monk Daniel. All right, that concludes the session, the end of the session for today. I hope to see everyone here again for our next session this Thursday at 8 p.m. Thank you, and bye-bye, everyone.